Her words are too simple to interpret any other way. I'm not human. That's what the woman just told me.
人間じゃない。
当たり前でしょ。手足をバラバラにされて一人でに再生できる人間がいると思う。
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
You, clearly.
Well, no, a human wouldn't do that, so...
No human could. That much is a fact. If someone could, they might look like a human, but no way they'd be considered the same anymore. I mean, if somebody had their heart literally, like, gay-bulged out of existence and then just came back,
Yeah.
there's no way that would be the same person. Someone who can die and come back to life. A being that doesn't care if it ceases to breathe. One that can recover fully even after being cut to pieces. Something that may look human but definitely can't be called one. It appears that's the true form of the young woman in front of me. I try to laugh at the situation, but my throat is too wrecked to let any sound through.
なんだよそれ。
Except for that sound.
Unless he was only thinking it?
It isn't funny enough to be a joke. And even if it were a joke, it all fits together a little too well. I mean, she's got a point. If she isn't human, then it could actually be possible for her to come back to life even after being massacred in such a way.
Oh. Now he's able to. A little bit.
My mind finally starts to settle down. I recall the words of the one who saved me so long ago. First I need to take a good look. Then I need to think everything through. That's the type of situation I'm in right now.
人間じゃないって言ったな。それじゃ何なんだお前。
私は吸血鬼って呼ばれてるけど。
Hmm. We'll keep it
わ
to
か
that
りやすく
for now.
言えば人の血を吸って生きてる怪物かな。
I did say, I did hear, they did use
Kyuketsuki.
Kyuketsuki.
Yeah, she's using that for now.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Her being a vampire makes all of this easier to understand. Even I know what a vampire is. They may just be the stuff of legends, but I doubt there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of them. Bram Stoker wrote a famous book about them once. In Western fiction, they're often described as undying monsters in human form. Sometimes they're also described as bloodsuckers, which is what they are in a nutshell. They're monsters that drink blood, so of course they're not human.
そう吸血鬼なんだ。
It sounds so ridiculous. Just saying it out loud nearly makes me burst into a mad laugh. I'm gonna get killed any moment now, yet I feel incredibly calm about it. What can I say? I just don't have the energy to care anymore. Not that it would do any good. She seems satisfied as she peers down at my pathetic figure. Wait, I thought vampires weren't able to walk around in broad daylight. No, never mind. That's really not something for me to be focused on right now.
でその怪物が俺なんかに
What
何
do
の
you
用だって
what do you think she has to do with you?
I blurt out the words in a bit of frustration. The woman looks taken aback for a moment. She crosses her arms in front of her chest, looking me over with a small pout.
驚いた。昨日私に何をしたか忘れたの？
I remember, killing you, but did I do something else?
Yeah.
あなたは見ず知らずの私を会った瞬間にバラバラに殺してくれたのよ。それで何の用だなんてよっぽど手慣れているみたいね。
Oh, okay, no, it is just the killing you thing. Got it.
Yeah.
She looks more baffled than angry. But I could say I'm equally baffled. I mean, the woman I killed with my own two hands is standing right in front of me, grumbling that I had the gall to kill her.
I mean, yeah.
ちょっと聞いてるの？殺人狂。
ああ聞いてる 我ながらものすごい悪運持ちだなって今噛み締めてるところなんだ。悪いけどちょっと黙っててくれないか。
Wow.
I'm trying to process. Could you shut the fuck up for a sec? I need something to blame.
Yourself?
Otherwise, I'll end up destroying myself. I've learned just how bad my luck is, though it's a little late for it. For whatever reason, I was overcome by the urge to kill this woman. So I rode the urge till I'd finished the job. Everything I can recall is fuzzy, so I convinced myself that it was just a dream, but it wasn't. And the person I killed wasn't even human. I've come to accept that I'm strange and defective, but compared to, well, any of this, I'm actually on the normal side.
Are you?
I break out in laughter. But it's not all bad news. If the woman I killed really has come back to life, that means I haven't killed anyone.
Well, not like permanently.
I might have performed the act of killing, yet she's still alive and well.
So...
Attempted homicide, then.
Yeah.
At the very least, that's something for me to take comfort in. That's right, if I didn't kill anyone, then everything might be fine. Shigitono could actually go back to his normal day-to-day life. Sure, in exchange for that, I'm now being hunted down by a deranged lunatic, but that's still better than being a murderer.
You know, I don't think she's the deranged lunatic. It seems kind of normal for her to go after you now.
It's still a case of bad luck, but it's bad luck of the very best kind. Though the whole situation might be ridiculous, at least I'm not the only one who's crazy.
いいよ、落ち着いた。言いたいことがあるんだろう。文句でも恨み事でも思う存分言ってくれ。
Like I'm going anywhere, my legs don't work.
そりゃ言いたいことはいっぱいあるけど、あなた変わった人ね。吸血鬼を前にして何その態度。
Sorry, I'm just thinking of ways to kill you. Like, for real this time, though.
悪かったな。必死に居直ってるんだよ。そうでもしないと自分で自分を殺しかねない。
If she's going to kill me, I wish she'd get it over with. I already dealt with my body giving out on me for 7 years now. No matter how terrible the act, I'm prepared to recognize that it really happened. Then again, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have to deal with a situation like this in the first place. The woman gives me a drawn-out look. Her gaze is sharp, but I don't sense any hostility. This is all so backwards. Isn't it natural to want an eye for an eye? Shouldn't she be itching to pay me back? Look, Shiki, what you have to realize, right, is that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
何ジロジロ見てるんだ。お前は俺に復讐しに来たんだろ。なら。
ええ、確かに殺されたら殺し返すのがセオリーよね。
Yeah, that would be pretty natural, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but she led this whole conversation by thanking us for taking care of her last night.
Well, I mean, I think that was sarcasm, but still.
それがお望みならしてあげるけど、とりあえず今はパスかな。それ、損益が合わないから。
Yeah, she sees you're probably not that big a threat in the grand scheme of things.
Her eyes are firmly fixated on me.
ねえ、反省してる？
Well, I don't remember doing it, so I'm gonna go with no.
I would say he regretted it the moment he did it.
My eyes widen in surprise. Her words just sounded so out of place.
私を殺しちゃったことを反省しているのかって聞いてるの。それでね、もしあなたが反省しているのなら許してあげようかなって。あなた、人間にしては嘘が下手そうな感じだし。
By human
反
standards.
省って俺が？
うん。あなたがごめんなさいって言ってくれれば 私としてはそれでいいよ。
I can't believe it. And not just the part where my murder victim is telling me she'll forgive me. I can't believe how amazingly gentle she sounds.
もうこっちが真面目に聞いているんだからちゃんと答えるのが筋ってものでしょ。
Right.
ほら早く答えて。反省しているのかしていないのか。
We get it.
そこをはっきりさせないと
Nope,
先に
not
進
yet.
めないんだから。
Do I regret it? Well, that goes without saying.
そりゃ
I try to speak, but something holds me back. You can't. If you say something now, you won't be able to continue living in ignorant bliss. Keep pretending this was a dream. Keep pretending you didn't notice. Keep pretending to be normal, it tells me.
そりゃ何？
My throat tightens. The fear begs me not to speak. But I can't run from this. It's something I have to face. I think someone who believed in me told me something similar once.
If you truly want to live a normal life, then face your own sins. Face your own actions. Never ever look away.
そりゃ後悔してる。なんであれ俺は人を殺してしまったんだから。
Yeah, but I didn't stay killed.
Well, still.
I wring my confession from my chest. As soon as the first words spill past my lips, there's no stopping them. I finally accepted my own failings. I killed this woman. I killed her with no mercy for no reason. For my own gratification.
そのことを後悔も反省もできる。できるのなら
If I could be permitted such a cheap gesture.
何度でも頭を下げる。でもそれは意味のないことだ。事実として俺はあんたを手にかけた。だから
So, what I did was unforgivable. That she was somehow resurrected is no excuse. Shiki Tono murdered the very woman he sees before him. I'm guilty of a violation of the highest order, of an act of unfathomable violence.
だからあんたは俺に復讐していい。俺が逃げたのはお前が怖かったからじゃない。俺は俺自身の行為からに
Slumped against the alley wall, I confess my sins to the empty air. It's as if I've finally woken up. I've spent the past day in a fugue, in a fragile, transient dream, in a brief refuge from the reality of my own depravity. But now, at last, it's time for me to pay the piper.
そっか。うん、いい人なんだね、あなた。
Well, you know, relatively speaking.
I look up at her in surprise. She's smiling. She might call herself a vampire, but her expression is perfectly sweet and honest.
決めた。やっぱりあなたには私の手伝いをしてもらうわ。
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about
は
Her smile's different now, more meaningful, less innocent. Help? She wants me to help her?
おい、手伝いってなんだ？
だからあなたを許してあげる代償。
Yeah,
こ
see,
の町に根付いている吸
forgiveness
血鬼の
isn't
始
free.
末をちょっと手伝ってもらおうかなって。
The vampire that's not you residing in this town?
Or do you want us to help you kill you?
Right, is this like an elaborate suicide thing? Huh.
I don't understand any of this.
待て、許す代償ってなんだ？っていうかそんな簡単に許せるのか？そもそも吸血鬼の始末って、お前自分のことを吸血鬼って言ってなかったか？
Yeah, but the one in this town.
Yeah.
ああ、違う違う。私は吸血鬼だけど、町に根付いている吸血鬼はまた別物よ。あなた、この町に住んでいる人でしょ？なら、最近起きている殺人事件も知ってるわよね。
Yeah.
Well, I did hear that my teacher got hit by a car, and then I was told not to get hit by a car on my way home.
Yes, and I didn't ask any questions about that.
I mean, we did, but...
In another timeline.
いや、まあ。
The sudden callback to the familiar news story snaps me out of my worked up state. Somehow, the strange circumstances around those murders seem more real than whatever's happening to me here.
そりゃあ知ってるよ。連続通り魔だろ。もう何人も殺されてる事件で、被害者
Yeah.
は血液を抜かれて。
Oh.
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 I see. The moment I say it, I suddenly realize what the woman is getting at. A very simple conclusion.
そう。私が言ってるのはそっちの吸血鬼のこと。自分を殺せ殺せってあなたは言うけど、私が殺したい相手は今のところそいつだけよ。この殺人犯ってあなたたちにとっても敵なんじゃないの？
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
My mind is running circles trying to keep up with the influx of new data. Sure, I get the basics. I understand what she's saying, but on some fundamental level, I feel like all common sense has well and truly left the building.
ほんと、人間って非効率すぎて理解できないわ。自分たちで吸血鬼の仕業かと言っているのに、誰も吸血鬼退治をしないんだもの。森が燃えているのに逃げ出さないリスみたい。
いや、だって吸血鬼なんているはずないだろ。
Well, most people don't actually think they exist. It's kind of like a joke. I know.
Dissatisfied with my response, her lips purse into a pout. Right. The mysterious creature in front of me did just say she was a vampire as well.
でもそれじゃあ何か。お前はこの町で殺人事件を起こしている吸血鬼を退治してくれるのか？
And you want me, of all people, to somehow help you.
ええ、何しろ予定が大きく崩れちゃって。昨日、なぜか見ず知らずの殺人鬼に襲われて殺されちゃったから。あれは参ったな。もう完璧な不意打ちで反撃する間もなく17個に切断されたんだもの。
Yeah, that was kind of amazing that he got those slashes out that fast.
初めて見ただけの相手を尾行して殺したら満足して去っていくとかどうなの？ほんとひどいなんてものじゃないわ。言い逃れもできないぐらい完全な殺人鬼よね、そいつ。
Well.
Shit. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was like yesterday. As much as I'd love to refute her, I'm fresh out of ammo.
私だってね、復元するまでは本当にあなたを殺すつもりだったわ。あんな屈辱を受けたのは初めてだったし、復元しきるのに8割以上の力を消費してしまったわけだし。
Really?
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 I didn't think regenerating would cost her that much.
それより何より、本当にものすごく痛かったんだから。あんまりにも痛いから気が触れそうになるんだけど、やっぱりあんまりにも痛くて正気に戻るの。
Yeah, well.
Really morbid, question out of curiosity here, Ark. What hurt more, the being dismembered or the being remembered?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, was the regeneration more painful than the execution?
Huh.
そんな繰り返しを一晩体験した私の気持ちわかる？
Nope, can't say I do.
Well, not like that, anyway.
I'm sorry, but as a human, I don't think I could ever begin to imagine what that was like.
それでね、もう憎くてあなたを探したわ。
Yeah.
目的である吸血鬼も放っておいたぐらい、それだけに熱中した。土地の記録からあなたの服装があの学校のものだって分かったのは2時間ぐらい前の話。
Jeez.
本当は夜まで待って捕まえようと思ったけど、もう1分だって待ちたくなかった。それじゃあってあそこで待つことにしたの。
So that's why she was waiting for me outside the school.
Yep, she tracked you down.
After all that agony, she must have been dying to kill me. But if that's the case...
わからないな。そこまで憎かったのに、どうして俺を許すなんて言うんだ。
そうね。簡単に言えば時間が経って冷静になったのかな。私も力を消費しちゃったことだし、めっためたに殺すよりぐっちゃぐちゃの盾になってもらった方が効率的だなって考えたの。
Oh.
Oh, squishy squashy death, specifically.
おい、今よからぬことを口にしなかったか。お前。
Get used to that, Shiki.
そんなこと言った？私。
Did I? I don't think I said anything horrifying.
人のことを盾にするって言った。
No, that's not horrifying. That's practical. I thought you meant the squishy squashy thing and just hated my choice of words. She also added some pretty unfortunate adjectives to her description.
Yeah.
何よ、そんなの当然じゃない。私はあなたのことを許したけど、それは私個人の感情に整理をつけただけだもの。あなたが犯した殺害という行為そのものはやっぱり気持ちじゃなくて行為で贖うしかないでしょ。
いや、でしょと言われても。
I mean, I get that, but shouldn't I, like, sneak up behind the vampire and cut him into 17 pieces again?
Yeah, that worked real well last time, didn't it?
Well, I mean, then she can finish him off.
I expected her to just kill me instead, but being asked to be her shield feels like a totally different kind of compensation. I can't exactly pinpoint what the difference is, but I damn sure have a bad feeling about this.
素直なんだか意地悪なんだかわからない人ね。繰り返すけど、私はあなたに殺されたのよ。想像できないでしょうけど、一度死んでから蘇生するのにはそれなりに力を消費するんだから。単純に殺されるだけならどうってことなかったわ。でもあなたの切り口は今まで見たこともない切断面で、傷口がつながらないから体を作り直すしかなかった。
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, he did cut your concept, I guess.
Yeah, that kind of, lines of mortality, her body wouldn't regenerate. So...
その結果、私は生き返るのにほとんどの力を使っちゃったんだからね。
I thought it was only 80%. Now it's nearly all of it.
Well, I mean, you know.
She huffs up her cheeks in anger. It's rather comical, but oddly fitting. I guess she'd forgotten about her anger up till now, but explaining the situation is making her relive her fury.
とにかく、今の私は弱ってるの。二晩も経てば回復するだろうけど、その前に襲われたら打つ手がないの。だからその間、あなたには私の盾になってもらうから。
So you have to protect me until I get my strength back, okay?
Okay. In order for me to do that, I'm gonna need you to come with me to my house and explain to my sister
why I have to be out for several
why I have to be out, you know, after curfew for several nights, or you need to live with us in our guest room.
Yeah.
いや、もらうからって何勝手に決めてんだよ。
No, you don't, because you killed her.
あなたのせいでこうなったんだから、それぐらいはして当然でしょ。それともやっぱり反省なんかしてないっていうの？
Oh, I'm trapped by her sincere gaze. She's so unfair.
Not really.
All this talk about regret or the courses of action aside, I'd really rather she didn't look at me with those eyes. I'd rather those eyes be on the floor,
Well.
separated from her head. If you're calling yourself a monstrous vampire, you really shouldn't be going around staring people down with such pure, honest eyes.
お前なあ
Also, quit looking at her hips, man. I clamped down on the feelings rising in my chest. I regret my actions. I want to atone for them too. Yet my heart keeps warning me that, as a human, I should not be tempted or teaming up with this woman.
俺は
Without an answer at hand, I idly raised my gaze.
Whoop. In that moment, I see a different pair of glowing eyes staring back at me.
Do you as well? How about that?
Ooh, something spooky's happening.
So spooky!
So,
Spooky eyes and spooky darkness.
so now we had our proper meeting with Ark, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
The one where we don't just immediately stalk her to her house and cut her into 17 pieces
Right.
and then dip to go sleep on a park bench.
Yeah, you know. So, yeah, now she's in the story proper, and surprise, the blood draining serial killer was a vampire. Who'd have guessed?
Shock and awe. So surprising.
So, yeah.
There's going to be other true ancestors in the game with the true ancestor.
Well, maybe. There's definitely going to be some other supernatural stuff coming out. And maybe this will tie into that freaky dog incident that happened the other night.
Yeah,
Gotta
I'm
figure that out still.
I'm just waiting for that child that looks like the bastard kid of Gilgamesh and Leo to show up. With his spooky puppet maid doll
Oh,
creature
yeah,
thing.
okay.
He's probably with the church. He didn't seem to be supernatural, so he's probably with the church.
Well, it depends. I mean,
My assumption is everything that's not a supernatural being is with the church.
well, right now we have a supernatural being teaming up with a human, so there might be some other pairs to contrast them against.
Like 6 other pairs in some
Well.
kind of war where they get a magical wish-granting cup.
Maybe not that far, but there probably will be at least one other duo to compare ourselves with. Anyway, we are going to have to figure out what exactly these glowing eyes are next time.
Some kind of murder doggo, possibly.
Ooh, maybe. But until then, we'll catch you later.